As a career law enforcement officer and a 25-year veteran with the Secret Service, I cannot defend why that roof was not better secured. To prevent similar lapses from occurring in the future, I directed our personnel to ensure every event site security plan is thoroughly vetted by multiple experienced supervisors before it is implemented.
The assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump on July 13, 2024, exposed critical security lapses that could have prevented the tragedy. Newly released text messages, a video showing a man walking on the roof just before the shooting, and body camera footage revealed that law enforcement had identified Thomas Matthew Crooks, the would-be assassin, as a potential threat more than 90 minutes before he launched his attack. Despite this early detection, crucial information about Crooks's suspicious behavior was not communicated in time to Trump's Secret Service detail. This failure in early threat identification and communication allowed Crooks to position himself on the rooftop undetected. Beaver County SWAT sniper Gregory Nicole's observations of Crooks displayed a glaring oversight in communication. Nicole, in an interview with ABC News, talked about noticing Crooks acting suspiciously, including his use of a rangefinder and the presence of an unattended bicycle. Nicole reported these observations to his team and the command group, but did not receive an immediate response or follow-up. The critical intelligence about Crooks was not relayed promptly to the Secret Service, which could have acted to secure the area and prevent the attack. The lack of effective communication among law enforcement agencies contributed significantly to the failure in security measures. The Secret Service's failure to secure the area effectively allowed Crooks to access the rooftop, where he carried out the shooting. Despite the counter-sniper's awareness of Crooks's suspicious behavior, there was a noticeable lapse in implementing preventive measures.
A critical part of the Secret Service mission is protecting our nation's current and former government leaders. The attempted assassination of former President Donald J. Trump on Saturday, July 13th, 2024, in Butler, Pennsylvania, was a failure on multiple levels.
Acting Secret Service Director Ronald Rowe admitted that the roof was not adequately secured, reflecting a significant flaw in the event site's security planning. Proper security protocols and immediate action upon detecting suspicious behavior could have deterred or prevented Crooks from carrying out his attack.
His crimes is what they've done over for.
Since my appointment as the acting director 1 week ago, I identified gaps in our security on July 13th and have implemented corrective actions. One of my first actions as acting director was traveling to the Butler Farm Show site to better understand how our protection failed. I went to the roof of the AGR building where the assailant fired shots, and I laid in a prone position to evaluate his line of sight. What I saw made me ashamed.
The delay in responding to the threat posed by Crooks is evident from the newly uncovered footage and text messages. Crooks was spotted on the roof at 5:10 p.m., but the critical information about his presence and the potential threat he posed was not acted upon swiftly. This delay allowed Crooks to fire shots from the roof, resulting in injuries and fatalities. The inability to act promptly on the intelligence gathered by law enforcement personnel contributed to the severity of the incident. The Secret Service's handling of the situation reveals significant issues with interagency coordination. The critical intelligence gathered by counter-snipers and reported through group chats did not reach the Secret Service in time.
Kid learning around the building we are in. AGR, I believe it is. I did see him with a rangefinder looking towards stage. FYI. If you want to notify SS snipers to look out. I lost sight of him. Also, a bike with backpacks sitting next to it in rear of building that was not seen earlier.
Call it into command and have a uniform check it out.
This failure to coordinate and share information effectively among different law enforcement units meant that the Secret Service was not adequately prepared to address the threat posed by Crooks. Improved interagency communication and coordination could have enhanced the response to the identified threat and prevented the attack. When law enforcement officials observed Crooks's suspicious behavior, including his actions on the rooftop and the items he carried, there was a lack of immediate and decisive action. The failure to investigate Crooks's presence on the roof and secure the area reflects a systemic issue in responding to potential threats. The absence of immediate action allowed Crooks to carry out the attack, highlighting a need for more rigorous and proactive measures in security operations. The criticism directed at former Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheetle and her methods points to potential shortcomings in training and protocols. The security failures during the July 13th attack indicate that the existing protocols may not have been sufficient to address the complexities of protecting high-profile individuals.
No. What do you consider to be a threat? A man with a gun laying in a sniper position, a man that had a backpack, a man that had a bicycle, a man that had a rangefinder. At what point is he determined a threat?
An individual with a backpack is not a threat. An individual with a rangefinder is not a threat.
Was Mr. Crooks observed at the AGR building prior to the shooting?
He was observed on the grounds outside of our perimeter prior to the shooting.
At approximately what time was that? You don't have to give me the specific minute, but at approximately what time was that?
I believe it was about 45 minutes or so prior to.
A reassessment of training procedures and security protocols is necessary to ensure that law enforcement personnel are better prepared to handle similar situations in the future. The attack on Trump has resulted in significant emotional and operational fallout, affecting not only the immediate victims, but also the broader public's perception of security agencies. The release of new footage and text messages has exposed the depth of the security failures and the resulting criticisms. The impact of this attack emphasizes the need for a thorough review and overhaul of security measures to restore public trust and enhance protection for public figures. By addressing these critical areas of failure, the Secret Service and other law enforcement agencies can work towards preventing such incidents in the future and improving overall security protocols.